Today I am doing a video about this palette here. This is the Colourpop Brown Sugar palette. If you guys want to see my first impression, a little information about this palette and how it applies on the eyes, then just keep watching and let's get right into it. So I ordered this brown sugar palette along with two other palettes. I got this one, and then I also got the Kathleen Lights and Colourpop collaboration Dream Street palette. This one has been out a long time and just looks like this. And then this one is the Perception palette, which is Makeup Shayla and Colourpop collaboration, and this one just looks like this. They're all really pretty palettes. The brown sugar palette is definitely the most neutral as far as colors go and just looks like this. So this palette is a collaboration between Karrueche and Colourpop. For those that don't know Karrueche, how? She is absolutely stunning, so beautiful. I didn't pick up her first collaboration because this is the second one that they did with her. As soon as I saw this palette, I definitely knew I wanted it. They also came out with a bunch of other really beautiful things in the line. There's like 3 cream eyeshadows. One of them looks really pretty to use as like maybe a base. And then there was a few lipsticks as well. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't order some of the cream eyeshadows and a few of the lipsticks. But I didn't. I don't know, I forgot. And then I already made the order. And so I'll have to do another Colourpop order soon. But this is what the palette looks like. I've obviously already used it, which I will show you guys in a little bit. So I have dipped into these shadows. It's just a really nice bronzy looking palette with a bunch of browns and cream colors. As far as the packaging goes, I absolutely love this packaging. It is made of like a hard plastic. It is just like a really pretty glittery, deep, like espresso brown with little gold flecks in it. It has the shade names on the back there, which is really nice, along with the shade names inside the palette. It does come with a nice mirror in there, which is also very nice. I feel like this would be a great eyeshadow palette for traveling just because it is kind of like a hard case. It does have the mirror, and then it's very like compact. There's not like a bunch of extra packaging, which I really appreciate. Being a makeup artist, I do have to travel and carry all sorts of things with me. So for me personally, I like palettes like this that are nice and compact and to the point and don't have a bunch of extra packaging, as opposed to palettes like this. I am obsessed with this palette, don't get me wrong. This is like one of my very favorite new palettes that I purchased recently. But to me, this is just like so excessive. I feel like they could have taken all of these shadows and like turned it into a compact that's like this big and so much easier to bring. To me, I don't want to bring this with me anywhere I go. I only use this at home. I don't bring this with me traveling. I don't bring this with me when I go over to other people's houses. I don't bring this with me when I'm doing makeup on clients. Like, it's just way too big and bulky, and to me, it just, that's my only gripe about this palette, is that it's just such wasted space. So I can really get behind the packaging of this makeup palette. Inside the palette, it comes with 9 shades total, 6 matte, and then 3 shimmer shades. There is a bunch of warm browns, but it also includes a few cool browns as well, which I can appreciate, and I think that they are very complementary of each other, even though it is warms and cools together. And this palette retails for only $12, which is such a steal. $12 for 9 eyeshadows is just like such a great deal. I absolutely love Colourpop for that because I usually pretty much love most of their palettes. So I feel like $12 for 9 eyeshadows is great. Next, I am just going to apply these shadows for you. I came up with this eyeshadow look today, so if you guys just want to see my first impressions, thoughts, how they work on me, and how to create this look, then just keep on watching and we'll get right into it. As far as my makeup look, I just want to do something that's like really bronzy, maybe one of these shimmers on the lid. I love this like cooler color. It's just such a unique color, so I think I'm going to use that. I think I'm just going to kind of play around. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I have already primed my eyelids with concealer and set with a little finishing powder just while I was doing the rest of my foundation today. Let me just zoom you guys in. Hello, zoom in. So the first color I'm going to pick up is just going to be this color here called Jamocha. It's kind of like a matte, beautiful transition shade. I'm just going to pick that up with a big blending brush. and sweep that all in my crease. This color's a little darker than I was expecting it to be, but it's really pretty. And so far, the pigment is really nice. The way with most Colourpop eyeshadows, I don't normally have problems with Colourpop eyeshadows, to be honest. I think that's why it's one of my very favorite brands to buy from. I think that they have amazing price points for the quality, especially in eyeshadow formulas. Now that I kind of have that all over my crease area, I am just going to dip into the color Sorrel, which is just this bottom corner down here. It is just like a warm matte color, and I'm just going to add that into my crease just to deepen it up. I think I'm going to do a halo eye just because I really like that on my eye shape. So I'm just trying to build up this crease and outer corner. So now for the center of the lid, I'm using this really pretty color here called Sauté. It is like brown with like a crazy silvery, almost like green tint. Not green, but it's just like a very interesting, unique color. So I'm really interested to see what this looks like on the lid. And whenever I want a shimmer to be a little bit brighter, I just like to apply it with my finger. I don't have any nails, so it's really easy for me. If you do have nails, you might want to just wet your brush. Oh yeah. Wow, that's such a cool color. It's like a duochrome. It's like a cool toned, silvery brown. I'm just going to dip into that color Henna, which is that really dark color there. It's like a cool toned dark brown. And I'm just going to deepen up the inner and outer corner of the halo eye. Sometimes I make crazy faces when I'm doing my makeup and I don't realize it until I watch the footage back. Like whenever I do my under eye or like mascara, I always have to like open my mouth and I look crazy, so don't judge me, I apologize. I don't realize that I've done it until I'm looking at the footage. Also, I was wondering, you guys, what background do you prefer of mine? Do you like this background, kind of like with all my makeup stuff? Do you like the background that I have with my marble tapestry in the back and my plants? Do you like the background with my computer back there and my vanity lights? Or would you guys prefer me to get a backdrop, so it's just like one color with the backdrop and there's nothing in the background distracting? I personally don't love backdrops, but if you guys would like that and prefer that, I will definitely get one of those. Kind of want the color on the lid to pop just a little bit more, so what I'm gonna do is take this flat brush here, pack it with that Sauté color, and then I'm just gonna wet it with a little Fix Plus just to kind of see if I can make it a little bit brighter. Yes, that is doing exactly what I wanted it to. It's just making it a little bit brighter and more silvery kind of looking. All right, you guys, I am going to go off camera, put on some mascara, a little bit of liner, lashes, bottom liner, and then I'll come back to do the lower lash line. All right, you guys, I am back. I just put on my lashes. I put on some pretty dramatic lashes today. Hopefully you guys can still see the eye look underneath the lashes. And now I'm just going to go back into the bottom lash line and really smoke this look out. I'm just going to dip into that deep cool color here called Henna. And I'm just gonna put that right on top of the black. You guys, my eyes have been so red lately. I don't know what it is or why, but just the white part of my eye recently has been getting so red, and I don't know what to do other than use like red eye drops, which don't even seem to help. So let me know if you guys ever suffer with having super red eyes, how you get rid of it, because it drives me nuts. To dip into this color here called Sorrel. I'm just gonna put that a tiny bit lower. Now I'm just gonna dip into this color here called Amber. I haven't tried that one out yet. Just to give it some warmth down there. All right, you guys, here is the final eyeshadow look. For my final thoughts on this eyeshadow, I absolutely love it. Very rarely do I get a Colourpop eyeshadow palette that I don't like. This one is definitely one of my favorites along with my Fame palette. It's honestly no surprise because I love neutral eyeshadows. I mean, colorful eyeshadow looks are really fun, but I just feel like this is such a staple. It's such a good everyday kind of palette. It's a good travel palette. And it's something that I feel like I'll really get use of. I feel like the color story really makes sense together. The price of this palette is just so affordable that I don't see why you wouldn't want to pick this up. I think this would also be a really great gift for someone, especially someone that likes like a lot of like neutral, natural tones. I love it. I love the colors in it. I like that it has warms and cool tones. I am definitely into this palette and definitely would recommend it to all of you guys. Alright you guys, well that is it for this video. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you picked up this palette or if you're going to in the future. Are you bored with neutral eyeshadow palettes? Are you more into the colorful eyeshadow palettes now? Give me your thoughts. I personally have a million neutral eyeshadow palettes, but I do feel like this does bring something to the table that I was missing, and I do really like it. I'm definitely gonna get a lot of use out of this one. It's probably one of my more favorite Colourpop eyeshadows, just as far as the colors that are in there. Also, let me know if you guys want me to film with either of these two palettes, the Makeup Shayla Perception palette or the Kathleen Lights, what's this one called? Dream Street palette. Both are really pretty and much more colorful than what I use today. So let me know if you guys want a video on either of these guys. If you made it all the way till the end, thank you so much for watching. You are awesome and I love you so, so much. Also, if you guys want to give me a follow on my new Instagram, it is at rachellespier. I will put the little thing down below so that you can see. I don't have that many followers because I just started this new Instagram, so if you guys give me a follow, I would greatly appreciate it. I also do a lot of like polls and surveys and question and answers and things on there. So I just think it's an easier way for me to interact with you guys, especially about upcoming videos. Sometimes I'm not sure or I'm torn between videos that I want to film and I want to know what you guys want. So if you guys go follow me over there, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, you guys, I will see you very soon. Bye. Hello. I need some lip gloss. It looks like this here. So this is with Karrueche warm color. Does that look blended? This eye looks good. This eye looks all janky. Let me know if you guys want some videos. Let me know if you guys want some. So let me know if you guys want some videos with these two palettes. So I filmed the first half of this video several hours ago and then my mom came over and I had to run a few errands. So I don't really remember if I filmed an outro or not. So I'm just gonna refilm it just in case. It's better to have two outros than none at all. Am I right? Am I right? It actually is probably one of my more favorite Colourpop eyeshadows. It's probably one of my more favorite. Are you gonna turn off or are you just gonna keep recording my whole life?